And welcome back to another episode of Don't Starve. This is your host, guest, guide, and, well, whatever for this evening. Okay, so we're back with Don't Starve again. Let's load this up. So we're on day 3. Or, well, actually, I think we were going into night 3. That's where we were at. Still hadn't made base camp. I think I am going to go ahead and put one up here though, since we are close to Maxwell's machine. This is good a place as any to put one up for right now. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll put up a permanent camp right here. So you just need to find a good spot to put the fire pit. We'll put it on this side of the road. How about? Pick these back up. Now, so we're going to, first things first, we're going to make us a science machine. We're going to put it down. Bam. Now we can science. Examine it. It breaks down objects into their scientific components. Now, it doesn't actually do that anymore. That is a throwback to the original game, or the way the game originally worked, where you would actually take resources and feed it to the science machine, and you would gain research points. And then you use research points to discover blueprints for new items, new crafting recipes, that kind of thing. You no longer do that. Now what you have to do is you have to be at the science machine. You open up a page, and you have to have the resources together. You have to prototype it. Now, so the first thing we're going to want is a backpack, because this limited inventory is for the birds. Alright. Now, you cannot wear a backpack and a grass suit, which we picked up last time, at the same time. So, we'll put the backpack on, keep the grass suit in the backpack. Now, okay, it's raining. Rain is going to kill our fire a little bit faster than normal. Now, I'm not as afraid to boost up the fire pit as I am a standard fire, because the fire pit is enclosed. If you open up a standard fire pit too much, you'll actually burn the forest down around you. Ooh. That was lightning. You need to deal with that quickly, too. If lightning strikes you, you take damage. If lightning strikes your stuff burns down. Actually seen some pretty funny situations on YouTube about that, where some guy's entire camp will burn down, and he's just like, what happened? Alright, so, to make the alchemy engine, the alchemy engine is basically the science machine version 2.0. You get more recipes, more things to do, but it still acts as a science machine. So we're going to need 4 boards and 2 cut stone. So we're going to go down here to refine. I think I've got just enough wood to do it. 4, yep, now I got 1 log left. And 2 cut stone. Now that's going to let us build the alchemy engine. So put the alchemy engine right here. I like to keep it as close to the fire as possible. Now, what that's going to let us do is, now with 2 rope, rope requires grass, which we've got enough of, so 2 rope. Now we can build a hammer. Build the hammer. The hammer actually lets us take things apart. Now, like I said, the alchemy engine is basically the science machine version 2.0. So not only does it give us more patterns to develop, it lets us develop the same ones we already had, so we can actually take down the science machine, recover some of the resources that went into it. Let's not take down the fire pit, how about? And that's the hazard of using the spacebar. If you hold it down for too long, sometimes it triggers on things you don't want it to. Now, let's do a little bit of inventory organization here. I like to keep all my tools as close as possible. That way I can keep track of them. Okay. Next step is going to be getting a crock pot up and running. Though we don't have any meat, that's okay. the way we're going to do that is we make a torch. We equip said torch. Like that. And we light something on fire. Now, that's going to spread a little bit, which is what we want. It's going to get us 3 pieces of charcoal as soon as it stops burning. Okay. Oh, we're hungry again. I forgot to cook dinner last night. Okay, so let's go ahead and light this up too. Grab that before it burns. Alright, we're going to pick those ashes up. Ashes are useful there. Oh no! Well, that's frustrating. Managed to whack a bird while doing that and didn't grab its feather in time. Its feather burned up. Okay, 6 charcoal. So now we're going to come back over here. We're going to want way more charcoal than this in the long run, but to start out with, I'm going to eat a carrot just so I can get something going. Alright, so we're going to need 3 cut stone, which we've already done, so we can just make them. 1, 2, 3 cut stone. That's going to give us a crock pot. Now, so just... Alright, so I'm going to put a red cap, 2 carrots, and a berry in there, and cook it. This is a good place to do it. Now we're going to run over here really quick and start us a nice big fire, because I love charcoal. I love charcoal. You use charcoal for a lot of things other than crock pots. You can make your first ranged weapon can actually be made out of charcoal. You can make a boomerang out of it. I tend not to do that though. I prefer to use charcoal for actually for fuel in my campfire. But it's also nice to have multiple crock pots running at the same time. Oh, now let's go grab these ashes. These ashes are going to be important later for healing salves. And if you leave them alone long enough, they will actually just kind of blow away in the breeze. So 7, 8, 9. That's not nearly enough, but so let's go ahead and burn this little section down. You do want to be careful when burning things down, because it's very, very easy for the fire to get out of hand. The spread pattern, in my opinion, the spread pattern is a little bit random. Sometimes it seems to spread to places that I'm not expecting it to, or you know, it doesn't spread in the pattern that I expect it to. I don't know. Oh, there's a green mushroom up there. I'm gonna go grab that. Because again, filler. Need a berry. Just to make sure we get to our camp. Now, if your hunger hits 0, you do start to starve and you start taking damage. There we go. Made us a nice batch of ratatouille. Not the best thing we can make. So we've got 8 hunger right now. Eat the ratatouille. We go up to 33. So that's what, 25. I think it's 25 hunger points. Not bad. It's not a bad start. However, since we have the time, I'm going to make a trap, and I'm going to set it right on top of this little bunny hole here. Bunny comes out. Hopefully, he'll just get immediately caught by the trap. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. There's other sneaky ways you can get around that. Okay, so I'm going to throw some charcoal in there since it's almost nighttime anyway. Make up some more ratatouille. Oh, and our Oh, those are spiders. Go ahead and let these, because I've heard those can rot, and you can use them as fertilizer. Okay, so some other things that we want to make. That's a spider. Okay, some other things to make. I want to construct... it's a structure? No, it's science. Yes, a lightning rod. So, earlier we saw the lightning strike. Now, like I said, it is kind of funny to watch somebody's, entire camp that they spent the last half an hour putting together burn to the ground because they didn't take care of it, but I've had that happen one too many times to me, so I'm going to go ahead and build a lightning rod. I'm going to put it over here. Boop. Now, the lightning rod protects about I want to say it's either I've heard that it's either a 2 or 3 screen area, and any lightning strike in that area has like a high % chance of, instead of hitting the ground, hitting the lightning rod. So, sorry, it's kind of late at night for me right now. Okay, I haven't started growing my beard yet. I think that's either going to happen tonight or tomorrow night. I don't think I'm going to waste the carrots on Ratatouille. I'm pretty sure I get more health eating just straight carrots and berries than I do eating Ratatouille. Oh, yep, see, there comes the beard. There's stage 1. Alright. Let's go do some more exploring. We'll come back to our base camp here in a little bit. See a berry bush over here. Oh, there's a berry bush. Try and resupply my saplings. Kind of running out of twigs. So the crockpot can make a lot of different recipes, and there's a pretty not necessarily complicated system to it, but it's a very specific system. Basically, every food item or every item that exists that can go into the crockpot is assigned as either a plant, fruit, vegetable, or meat. Each of them are assigned various value within that category, and then all of the different recipes have requirements. Most of them are fairly low base requirements, such as like you have to have half a unit worth of meat and no more than 1 unit worth of vegetable. So basically what you would look at there is a, okay, I believe that's a fishman house. Yeah, that's a pig head on a stick. Now what's nice about pig heads on a stick? Pig butts. 2 of them in fact. Now we're going to run out here and try and hammer this down. I'm going to watch for tentacle monsters to pop up. We are in the middle of a swamp. Now, why pig butts, you say? I'll show you. Pig butts come in very handy for a couple of reasons. One, I can build a helmet, which is nice, a little bit more damage reduction. The other thing is that with those, I can craft a pig house. Craft a pig house and a pig pops out. Pigs are a good secondary source of manure. If you can't find a good herd of beefalo, you can use pigs. You feed pigs flowers, and yeah, see the little bubblies under there? That's tentacles. There it is. Nasty little boogers. Tell you, you don't want to tangle with them. Kind of want to hammer down that Murloc house, but I don't think I'm ready for that either. Now again, you've got tentacles, spiders, and fishmen here. Try and see it. Oh, I'm starving again. Carrot. See, a carrot's worth 12 or 13 units by itself. I'm going to try and get some meat out of some of these spiders. If I do it carefully, I can do it without taking too much damage. Art of War in this game is stun locking. Alright, spider webs are useful. Come on. Get out of there. Guerrilla warfare. Oops, I got hit. That's alright. One hit, I can handle one hit. Okay, so see the reason I want the monster meat in particular right now is that, come on, monster meat is special. It counts as a half unit of meat for purposes of creating meals in the crock pot, but you do have to be careful, because if you put too much of it in there, it will, well, ruin your food, actually. One of them ate it. We'll run home with this spider gland, because I want the spider gland, too. Oof, a ways to go. That should be alright. But yeah, so monster meat does count as meat, but it also counts as, well, monster meat, and if you put too much of it in there, eating monster meat hurts you. It does refill your health bar. It actually gives you, or it does refill your food bar. It gives a fair amount of it too, but it will, I believe you lose sanity and you lose health. Oh, yep, see, and we caught a rabbit. That down, grab my rabbit, reset the trap, come back over here. Now, open the crock pot. I want to go with one monster meat, carrots, one carrot, green cap, and a berry, and cook. Oh, I need a carrot just to keep from starving. Let's see now. So I've got 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ah, yes, meatballs. Now, okay, so I've got 10. Eat the meatballs. 73. And it gave a pretty decent amount of health as well. So let's do that again. 1 monster meat, 2 carrots, berry, cook. Okay, so let's go ahead now. Alright, see, 131. We are pretty much full. Let's go ahead and make that helmet. If I can. I need a rope. Oops, I'm almost out of raw supplies. There we go. Now the other thing that's nice is every time you prototype something, you gain a bunch of health back. I mean, you're a scientist. It makes you feel good to be prototyping things. Next, I don't have the. What do I do next? I can only make one board. Well, I guess this is going to be a good spot to break this one. Day's coming up. As soon as it goes day, we'll take a pause, and again, if if you like what you see, please hit the like button. It helps me out a lot. And if you like what you see and want to see more, again, subscribe to me. I hope to keep putting stuff out, posting up every day and every night when I can. But alright, well, thanks again for watching. This is Winged Ruin, and I am signing out.